The restaurant is too loud and too warm. Min-woo can feel sweat forming along his collar, the fabric of his shirt clinging uncomfortably to his back. Around him, voices overlap. Laughter, shouting, the clatter of metal chopsticks against ceramic plates. Someone's already singing, off-key and enthusiastic, while the karaoke machine warbles in the corner. Company dinners. Mandatory bonding disguised as fun. He sits at the far end of the table, wedged between Sung-ho and an analyst whose name he can never remember. Across from him, 3 seats down, Yu-jin laughs at something Director Beck said. The sound cuts through the noise, clear and bright, and Min-woo's chest does something complicated. She wore the blue dress today, the one that schemes her knees and has tiny flowers embroidered along the hem. He noticed it this morning when she arrived at the office, noticed the way she'd smoothed it down nervously, like she wasn't sure about the choice. Wanted to tell her she looked beautiful. Didn't because Sung-ho was watching with those knowing eyes. Team leader Kong. Someone shouts his name. Min-woo looks up. Director Beck is raising his soju glass, expectant. A toast to the Hanwha contract. Your strategy saved us. The table erupts in agreement. Glasses lift. Min-woo raises his own, the liquid inside trembling slightly. He catches Yu-jin's eye across the table. She smiles small, private, just for him. Then she raises her glass too. They drink. The soju burns down his throat, sharp and clean. Sets fire to his empty stomach. More. Someone pours another round. The bottle glugs, filling glasses to the brim. Min-woo's tolerance for alcohol is middling at best. 2 drinks, and his face flushes red. 3, and his thoughts get loose, slippery. 4, and he starts saying things he shouldn't. He's on his 3rd now. Needs to slow down. But Sung-ho is already pouring number 4, grinning. Come on, team leader. Celebrate properly. The restaurant specializes in samgyeopsal, pork belly sizzling on built-in grills at each table. The smell is intoxicating, rich and fatty, mixing with garlic and sesame oil. Someone flips the meat. It hisses, spitting grease. Min-woo picks up his chopsticks, reaches for lettuce. Wrap the pork, add samjang, fold it carefully. The ritual is comforting, familiar. Something to do with his hands while the conversation flows around him. Han Yu-jin, a junior consultant, Kim something, leans forward, slightly drunk already. His words slur at the edges. I heard you turned down the Busan project. Why? It's a huge opportunity. The table quiets slightly. Interested. Yu-jin sets down her glass, and Min-woo can see the shift in her posture, shoulders back, professional smile in place. The timing wasn't right, she says smoothly. I have commitments here in Seoul that I couldn't relocate. Commitments. Kim presses, too drunk to read the room. What kind of commitments? Min-woo's fingers tighten around his chopsticks. Across the table, Sung-ho catches his eye, shakes his head minutely. A warning. Don't react. Personal ones, Yu-jin says, voice cooling by degrees. Is there a reason you're interrogating me about my career choices, Kim SSI? The rebuke is gentle but clear. Kim flushes, mumbles an apology, returns to his food. The conversation shifts, moves on. But Min-woo can see the tension in Yu-jin's jaw, the way her fingers drum once against her thigh before she catches herself. Director Beck refills glasses again. The alcohol flows, loosening tongues and inhibitions. Someone starts another song. The analyst next to Min-woo launches into a story about a disastrous client presentation, complete with wild hand gestures that nearly knock over the banchan dishes. The restaurant grows hotter. Or maybe it's just the soju working through Min-woo's bloodstream, spreading warmth under his skin. His vision has gone slightly soft at the edges, the harsh fluorescent lights, now haloed and gentle. He needs air. Fresh air, cold and clarifying. Min-woo stands, steadying himself against the table. Excuse me. Restroom. Ne boudez pas attention. He weaves between tables, past other groups of salarymen in similar states of inebriation, past the karaoke corner where someone butchers a ballad. The restaurant's back hallway is blessedly cooler, quieter. He leans against the wall, closes his eyes. Breathes. The floor tilts slightly under his feet. Not drunk exactly, just loose, unmoored. Min-woo. He opens his eyes. Yu-jin stands 3 feet away, backlit by the hallway's dim lighting. Her face is flushed too, from heat or alcohol or both. A strand of hair has escaped her careful styling, curving along her cheek. "Are you okay?" she asks, stepping closer. "Fine. Just needed a minute." His words come out rougher than intended. The soju has burned away his usual careful politeness. "You?" "Same." She glances back toward the dining room, where laughter erupts again. These dinners are exhausting. They're alone in the hallway. The awareness prickles across Min-woo's skin. During work hours, they're careful, professional distance, no lingering looks, nothing Director Beck could disapprove of. But here, slightly drunk and away from watching eyes, the rules feel less certain. Yu-jin takes another step closer, close enough that Min-woo can smell her perfume. Something light and floral that makes him think of spring gardens and clean laundry. That thing Kim said, Min-woo starts, then stops. Tries again. "About Busan, did you really turn it down because of soul commitments?" Her eyes search his face. The dim lighting makes them darker, harder to read. "Yes." "What commitments?" The question hangs between them. Around them, the restaurant continues its chaos. Dishes clattering, voices rising and falling like waves. But in their small pocket of hallway, everything has gone still. Yu-jin says quietly, "You're my commitment." The words hit Min-woo somewhere behind his ribs. A warm ache spreads through his chest, bigger than the soju heat, bigger than anything he knows how to name. "Yu-jin, I know we're being careful," she continues, voice low and rushed, like she needs to get this out before courage fails. Professional at work, discreet in public. But that project in Busan would have been 6 months, maybe a year. And I didn't want to. She stops, frustrated with her own inarticulateness. Min-woo reaches out. His hand finds hers, fingers intertwining. Her skin is warm, soft, real. "I'm glad you stayed," he says. The soju makes him braver than usual, strips away the careful filter he usually applies to his words. "I would have missed you, more than is probably reasonable for whatever we are." "What are we?" Yu-jin asks. We've never actually said it out loud. Fair point. They've been existing in this undefined space. More than lessons, less than official. Dating in stolen moments. Careful touches and coffee orders and text messages that never quite say what they mean. "I want you to be my girlfriend," Min-woo says. Simple, direct, the kind of honesty that terrifies him when sober. Would that be okay? Yu-jin's smile starts slow, then spreads across her face like sunrise. Yes, that would be very okay. The urge to kiss her is overwhelming. She's right there, close enough to touch, looking at him like he's something precious. But the dining room is 30 feet away, full of colleagues and Director Beck's watchful eyes. "We should go back," Yu-jin says, reading his thoughts. Her thumb strokes across his knuckles once, then she steps away. Professional distance restored. Before people notice, we're both gone. "Right." Min-woo releases her hand reluctantly. The loss of contact feels like something physical, a small grief. They return separately. Yu-jin first, then Min-woo 2 minutes later. He slides back into his seat. Sung-ho gives him a look that's entirely too knowing, but says nothing. The dinner continues. More food, more soju, more karaoke. But Min-woo is hyper-aware of Yu-jin across the table. The way she tucks hair behind her ear, the curve of her smile when she laughs. The quick glance she throws his way every few minutes, like checking he's still there. His girlfriend. The word settles in his chest. Warm and terrifying and impossibly right. Around him, Seoul's working world celebrates in its typical fashion. Too loud, too drunk, too much. But Min-woo sits in the noise, nursing his soju, watching Yu-jin across the table. And for the first time in his careful, controlled life, he feels reckless, brave, like maybe, just maybe, this thing they're building is worth every risk.